Oh, I need to level up. Whoa.
Someone playing Luke?
Was that?
Yeah,
That
is
was
someone playing
Java the
League?
Fourth Soul. No, that was my phone telling me that something has changed, and it was probably the fact that I added a file to Dropbox. Yeah.
Right. So
Andrew?
you're a fighter, Haim. What's your con?
My con is, I think, 17.
Okay, so we'll be adding 3 to whatever I roll next. 9 hit points. That puts you at 6th level, doesn't it? No, 5th level.
I
Sorry,
think I'm
5th.
only 5th. I'm, by my calculations, I'm on 12,090 XP.
12,000.
And I think the XP table in the back-to-bar document says 6th level is 14.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how you got 12,000. Where'd you get 5 to start with? Everyone started on 2,700.
Yeah, 2,700s,
Yeah.
7,500.
Yeah.
Then all the other bits with 10% add up to... Well, all the XP we've gotten plus 10% is 9,090.
Okay, sorry.
Or that I've gotten is
Yeah.
9,090.
Okay, so there's no 10% on role-playing XP. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I
Didn't say that. Sorry. It's only what you do in the game or get in the game.
Okay.
So I mean, it won't make that much of a difference, but just so everyone knows, any role-playing XP is always just XP.
So I'm 20 less, basically. I didn't put 10% on the 300 for backstory.
Yeah.
So I just did 20 too much. I'm on 12,070.
Okay. Not that I believe you. It's just I can't understand the math in that one. That's all cool. I'm just trying to look up your. Okay, so your saving throws change. So your paralyzation, poison, death, magic goes down to an 11. Your petrification or polymorph drops to a 12.
Nice.
Your rod staff 1 drops to a 13. The really good one here is your breath weapon drops to a 13.
Wow, 3.
And your spell drops to a 14. And your and you're indifferent to hit armor class. So to hit armor class 0 is now a 16. So you drop by 2.
Where's that? 16.
Yep. And so going up on a -1, because you've got all the 20s and things you've got to think about. So on a -4, it's a 20. Up to a -9 is a 20. You need a 21 to hit a -10.
Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah, you know how you can get to -10 armor class on your armor class track? You need a 21 to hit an armor class -10. You need 20s to hit up to an armor class -9 from a -4.
Oh, so I also needed 20, right, to hit -4?
Yep, 20 at -4 through to -9 at 20, and then a 21 on a -10. And of course, the other way you go down by 1 all the time. At a 1, you're a 15. At a 2, you're a 14, etc. So you now need a 6 or more to hit an unarmed person. Yeah, that's I think the only 2 changes at the moment. I think your next major change is next, where you might. If I just need to look at the book. Let me have a squiz.
ROUROS.
Yep, you get a new weapon at next level. And I think it's the level after that you get 3 per 2 attacks around.
Does my to hit bonus change at all?
I just gave you the hit bonus changes.
Oh yeah, that was the thingy.
Yeah.
Do they change for the weapon I'm wielding? Does this count as a magical weapon?
Which one are you talking about?
The new sword, the shiny.
New sword. Well, you haven't actually used that in combat, so you don't know exactly what it does yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. But it's any weapon that you're proficient in. You start at a 16 at armor class 0. And then you add your strength bonus to hit, and then any magic bonus and any other miscellaneous bonus or penalty.
Excellent.
So have you decided two-handed or bastard sword?
I'm opening the book now to have a look
Okay.
at the respective weapon tables, and I shall decide in a minute.
Cool. Okay then. No problem. So, guys, if you're using a calendar, I've advanced the game on a fair bit.
Hang on, I need to just actually fetch my calendar then.
Cool.
And feed my cat.
Excellent.
Come here, you bitch. Alright. Pencil. Nope. Not that. Not that. Here we go. This looks promising. Right, where are we at?
You are now on midday of the last week of Sunfall.
So the day before solstice.
Mm-hmm. That's the day you wander into town.
Into Rorus.
No, you guys can't get to Rorus.
If that is so, what happened to the Hydra
Pelt
skin? Did we
still have that
eventually
with
get
us.
that sorted?
I'm assuming that I'm going to make a roll to see how many of the 5 possible armors that you gave you're able to hold on to, given that you didn't have everything you needed, but you're going to try to give as good as you can.
I would have tried when we got out of the swamp. But...
Yep, well, no, you would have made your frames and stretched them, and everyone would have carried one and all that sort of stuff. But then you've got to go through the mountains and the snow and all that sort of stuff, which is not usually that conductive to what you're looking for. So, just trying to find something. Where are you? No, you're not in there, so you must be in there. Cool. Okay, do it this way. Do it the hard way. Okay, gentlemen. So you actually crossed the Serpentine, and you are moving down somewhere here. Is where we pick up the game.
Where, sorry?
In here, where I'm pinging right now.
Oh, yep, okay.
Yep. There is a small. Yep. There is a small. And I need to get the right color. Where am I? Yeah. There's a small town there.
Alright.
Enjoy. So a little place called AD&D. It's a small village of around about 80, perhaps 90 people. It has a stockade around it. Stockade stands around about 8 feet. Stockade has 8. Doesn't go right around. It has 8 viewing platforms, 2 to each, equally, spaced around. They're around about 8 feet wide. Inside the stockade, there are around about 25 buildings. There's some buildings outside and some farmland around there as well. It looks like a fairly what's ordinary in Skagen? A fairly normal place. shall we say? Excuse me. A fairly normal place. Where you can finally rest and try to get yourselves together. So Frith, no, not Frith. Helt, you're still limping quite badly. Torin, you're limping slightly. So this would be a good place to try to rest up and get that stuff sorted. You did remember to rest every 7th day. Every 6th day. No, every 6th day, isn't it? No, every 7th day.
Every 7th.
Travel, otherwise you'd be in very bad shape. Apart from the swamp, there wasn't a hell of a lot of stuff going on as you passed over the Serpentine. It was cold, it was bitter, you got up to the snow line, you had to travel on the snow line, you found a saddle which to pass over, so the snow line lasted for about 2 days, and then you sort of, it was cold, not so wet on this side of the Serpentine, so it's been mainly misty light showers if at anything, and just quite a pleasant, peaceful sort of walk. You've passed a couple of small outlying farms a couple of miles out from ahead, and yeah, that's about it really. It's been relatively pleasant considering the start. Any other questions apart from Tatwold wanting to know how well his skins went?
Is there any mistletoe around?
You're not in the forest yet.
That answers my
Mistletoe
question.
grows on oak, so you'll need to be in a fairly good established forest to find mistletoe.
Okay, that's fine.
Is there anyone here who's a competent healer?
There's a healer woman.
Michael.
There's a healer woman. It would be assumed, apart from your damaged limbs or whatnot, your hit points would all be fully healed. Okay, can I please get a 5d6 roll, please, Tatwold?
Sorry?
5d6 roll, please, Tatwold.
5d6, okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's meant to be high or low.
I know. Okay. You have managed to save 2 of the skins.
Okay. How many did we have?
You had 5. 2 are absolutely obliterated. The third one, you could cut enough off to make a shield, a skin shield, if you want.
Okay.
Or you could, it's fashionable enough, but sorry, you could make it into a hat or a small cloak, but that's about its only worth, if you want to say it. The other 2 are totally wrecked.
And then 2 are fine. Choice.
And two are appropriate to take to an armourer to get started to get made into whatever you're making it into.
Nice.
So you're a furry. You're a. What was the secondary school you used? Tanner.
It was furry,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm a furrier.
A furrier. Okay, rightio. So what you need is you need someone who can build that cloak and someone who can, well, create that cloak and someone who can make the armor.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, outside of, general adventuring, you guys have done anything else? No? Just general swords for hire?
I'm an armorer.
Oh!
Not the only
How
one.
about that? Hey! Alright. Anyone like a tailor or one with garments? No? Okay then.
No.
Good talking, guys.
Right. So you walk in, 2 druids in the group. You're instantly, and it's seen as a sign. So people are all over trying to help them, but it's seen as a sign on the eve of the solstice. So obviously you're meant to be there to help the town celebrate the prosperity that it will have in the forthcoming year.
Obviously,
Yes.
we came specifically for that reason.
As they
Right.
greet the druids, I just groan and keep walking in.
So the druids, they will try to
follow.
find some place for your followers. It won't be as grand as you. So you're put up at there's the old healer lady will take Halton if you're happy with that. Ongan, you can go there too if you wish to. She has a spare room that she can put you up into, a nice comfortable bed, a nice fire if you want a fire on. You've even got a window.
Good.
Really comfortable.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Selling
to me.
point, that window.
Yeah, Ongan, you could probably get some sort of cot put in there for you if you wish to stay with him.
Well, we do need to talk about something.
Yes. Okay. So now you guys can talk, and no one else, unless you want them to be there, will hear you. In the room, anyway.
No one else would understand us anyway, probably. But that's
This
okay.
is true. Now, guys, this is going to be interesting because you're not allowed to know any of what they're about to say. So just wipe it from your memory, because I guess they're talking in Druidic. So I don't know how you want to do this, guys. 2 of you.
They can maybe type?
What was that? Sorry.
Maybe type in a different chat or something?
Whisper everything to each other. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, that's going to take so long.
I don't,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. 'Cause, I mean, these guys metagaming would know what's going on anyway. So
Yeah.
if we just,
Behind there is a small woodshed behind her place that you could stay in. You just arrange the wood a little bit, put some something soft in, you'd be fine there. You're actually underneath their window anyway, so. The rest of you, if you've got tents, you can camp around there, or you can sleep in. There's various little, you know how they have little covered-in verandas. They sort of have those here, so you're welcome to sleep out there, but you're welcome to come inside, and the people around the lady are prepared to offer you some food. And you, of course, you are applied. So there'll be about 1 or 2 of you in each of those houses. The verandas are pretty small, but they are covered in. So they are going to provide you with some, you know, you're not going to be out there exposed or all that sort of
Is there
stuff.
an actual tavern or?
No.
Please and thank you.
Wait, Hatweld knows how to say please.
Of course he does. He does. He smiles as his hand takes that thing out of your pocket. Anyway, so you guys
Hey.
settling around there.
I'm
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, sure, I like to borrow things, but then, you know, I gotta keep my manners about me, otherwise, you know, people don't like me borrowing things.
There we go. Now we understand it. Okay.
Cool. I just find a place and pitch tent.
Yeah. Okay, well, you can pitch your tent wherever you want to, around by the lady's place, if that's what you want to do. That's all fine. The others are all welcome. You're welcome to come in to eat a meal at one of their houses. It's basic fare, but it's warm, it's well cooked, and it's tasty. You are offered water or some milk. They don't tend to have a lot of. They're saving all the alcoholic drink for the celebrations over the next 2 days.
Same for the celebrations, right?
Yep. So with that, several of you bigger-looking gentlemen, they don't go near the gold, and lady, look and asked by the townsfolk if you'd help them gather some wood for their bonfire.
Yeah, might as well.
Sounds good.
Rightio. So, Scott and Ongan, you guys can. This is all done in Druidic, so no one else can understand that. And the others, while you're going out there, as soon as they've had their little talk, we can talk about what you might find out from the people that you're with. Well, you guys, what do you want to talk about?
So yeah, there's not a lot to say really. Just we have to get back all this information back to the Druid Council and and try to keep aim from really screwing things up with that sword.
We just need to keep an eye on that sword at this stage.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably tell him that it's probably best if he just keeps it under wraps.
Mm-hmm.
And I will take him aside at some point and tell him that as soon as possible.
Literally wrapped.
Yeah, wrapped and hidden.
Away.
I'll just tell him that, as he's seen, it can be quite a dangerous weapon.
Okay.
Well,
And not to mention the fact that if other people see him with it, that could lead to
more issues that
More
we don't
danger.
really have time to deal with at this stage. Yeah.
so I guess the only way we're going to get a note back is if we wait till we get to Roros. I suspect we can find another druid there who will be able to run.
We'll find a way.
Okay, so Roros is a dwarven kingdom, and only dwarves are allowed in it.
Okay.
Your next
Probably
point
not there
will
then.
be Axhead or Smorgon once you get to the river.
And
And you,
Smorgan's the most likely to do anything for you.
Okay. All right.
but
Well,
of course you have to be careful with stuff there.
Yeah.
It is a business place. The other question would be, without anyone knowing where it is, and I'm going to tell you where it is because your gold friend already knows, is whether you hand the note off or the message off north or south, because you are roughly in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah, so that is not, a great advantage to be roughly in the middle. And so is there anything else you guys want to talk about before I move on to something else?
Well, I guess the direction we send it will be based on the direction we're heading.
Yep.
If we're heading towards the south, then we're going to want to send the message. So,
So that we can kind of detour if
Well,
need be.
because we'll let them know as well that we'll be heading in that direction. So if they need to reach us, that's the direction we're heading.
Help
We're
and
moving closer
aim
to them.
are from the southern base, so perhaps that makes more sense to send it south.
I mean, we'll probably be heading to Jara, right?
Who knows? Just
not a trip
while
to
you're
Skagen
talking
without
about
a trip
that,
to Jara.
So you're talking about the sword, what to do with it, who to send the message to. You haven't quite got a message ready, so you might want to sort of formulate that and email that to me, say what it actually is you're sending.
Yeah, because I've got to send back about what was his name, Wetzel, as well, and also about the carriage.
Yeah,
Sounds like we didn't destroy that.
Not at all. It's still sitting there somewhere.
It's a shame. I was going to unleash some furious lightning on it, but I didn't get a chance, so that's okay.
But think about it, guys. Druids, do you want something like that in a heavily magicked area in the first place?
No.
Not particularly.
What do you think you might need to do then?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it? Or...
I suppose we know where it is. It's not too far from where we are. Maybe that's if we can convince the other guys to go back. That's really the trick.
Convincing everyone to go back to the swamp. Like, who in their right mind would do that?
Well, at least we know a few of them aren't in their right mind. So
this is the truth. So we could.
I mean, they did take us there in the first place, right?
They saw shiny, and that was it. Just
possibly just a the promise of a reward.
Just dangle a shiny thing in front of them so they run after it, or I don't know. We'll see.
Look at this great sword that he managed to find. Don't you think you might be able to find something great like that too?
Oh, that's
We'll go back and have another look.
Yeah. Okay, so you two are going on about that. So I'll just move over to the other guys. As you're about doing things with the people gathering wood, is there anything you want to talk to them about or anything like that?
So, guys, how we feeling? No, I feel the
You go.
I feel like the communication between everyone. I don't know. Ever since the sword, it's been a bit interesting.
Oh, you talking to the party? I think he was referring. You were talking to the
Oh, to God, no.
villagers.
I don't believe in God.
No, to the villagers, but you could be talking to party members too.
Party members especially.
Or all of the above. I mean,
I should be more clearer about that, I suppose. Yeah.
So Tatwold's put in a question there, guys. Anyone answering?
Hi.
Do any of the villagers ever approach Haim?
No, they
To
don't.
help with the firewood, or does anyone
No.
ask him to help with the firewood, or is he just
No.
sat at the wood shack?
He's making himself comfortable in the woodshed. Actually, it's a very nice woodshed. You can make this a cozy little home. It's, you know.
Yeah, I'll be doing some improvement on the woodshed.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
You do get a couple of kids sort of looking at you from a distance.
That's cool.
Okay, so you busy yourself and then you sort of turn around and they're around about 10 yards closer to you, sort of having a look, trying to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can entertain myself by improving the shed and whittling away at a block of wood to make, I don't know, something.
While you're out there, I'll come out and see you and sort of give you the rundown. Basically, don't let that sword out of your sight, but keep it hidden from everyone else.
Yeah, but it's my sword.
And so
Sure.
it begins.
Let's just say that you'll be doing the druids a great service by looking after it well.
Of course. It's my sword. I look well after my sword.
no.
Okay, rightio. So after the druid goes back inside, if he's finished,
Is there anything like the one ring with if someone were to ask me to give them the sword? Is it kind of like no?
well, you're gonna have to find out how they work. You know, you only know that. Well, you don't know. The druids seem to know, and most humans understand the legend of the three swords of power. So there's lots of different stories about them and what they can do. But yeah, what can I say? The knowledge is few and far between. These guys would know that the swords of power, and probably would have shared this with you, are very dangerous magical items. Even in the right hands, they possess certain dangers.
I was about to say, notice that word danger shows up a lot.
And also, there's been supposedly many myriad great warriors who have held these weapons and done amazing things. But in almost all of the stories, they all had a great fall from grace, and it's been attributed to the swords.
But there's no like, because there was a compulsion to go pick it up, but there's no compulsion to hang on to it.
There was a compulsion for you guys to look at it. That's the only compulsion you felt at the moment. You do feel that it is your possession, but I mean, is that you or is that the sword? You don't quite know until you put that to the test.
Cool.
Okay, just checking.
So the kids finally come up to you, stand about 3 meters away from, or 3 yards away from you, and say, "Hey, Mister."
Hello.
I say, "What happened to you?"
Come listen to my story all about how my life got ripped upside down.
Hilarious.
What do you mean? What happened to him?
What happened to your skin?
Your face looks like it's been bricked.
Oh, damn.
Nothing happened to me. Or my skin.
Do you mean you were born that way?
Are these kids racist?
These kids are kids. Anything's possible without them knowing what they're doing.
They've
what's
just
the
probably
limit?
never seen one of your kind.
So they just wanted to know a little bit more about you. I don't know. Are you willing to share that with them, or most of their questions are fairly innocent, innocuous sort of things. A little bit on the nose, so to speak, every now and then, because kids don't have that filter.
I don't have that either. I'm pretty much like that, so I will just straight
Okay,
up answer.
so you'll see 2 beheaded children. And no.
That was the EM, damn it.
Okay, not quite sure about the 70-inch plasma screen.
No,
but
that
anyway.
was me and Josh had just been conversing in the background and I accidentally emoted rather than whispered that.
Rightio. Back with the town folk gathering wood. Anything else happening, guys? In this world, apparently Tatooine, no one is prepared to talk to you about it.
Yeah. No one trusts me anymore. I might as well just talk
Maybe
to the
everybody
villagers, I
thinks that
suppose.
it's you turning into a demon and not the sword making you into a demon.
Well, oh. I'll just, I don't know. Just
Steve, how
hang.
many days was it from when we came out of the swamp to getting into this town?
It would have been close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Did nobody in that period talk like to tap?
No. Well, you talk, but you're not talking like you used to before the sword.
Nah. Or did we just keep him unconscious the whole time just in case?
No.
Steve,
Hmm.
I got my backstory. Where do I drop it?
Email it to me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so anyone else doing anything else with the townsfolk?
We'll make polite conversation.
Say that again.
I'll make polite conversation.
Okay, so what sort of polite conversation are you making?
I don't know, just asking them about their village and stuff.
Okay, well, it's a small village. It's a farming village. It was set up around about 60 years ago by most of the adults' grandparents. It's fairly prosperous, although they are feeling much more happier now that you guys have arrived, especially the druids, because you'll be able to, bless the solstice and should anything happen, you'll be able to deal with her and her minions.
What do they mean by her and her minions?
We don't call her by her name, but she is a witch to be feared. Her minions, they come down and sometimes raid the town. But with you here, no doubt you will fend them off and send them packing.
Interesting.
Not spidery minions by any chance?
Spidery? Well, you're not there. Can't tell you.
No, no.
You want to say anything else, Thudden?
Can you elaborate a bit more on her and her minions?
A couple of years ago, a young woman passed by the village. We assume that it is her. Then the ugly, hairy ones started to attack shortly thereafter, and after a while, we understood that they were swore fealty to this witch woman.
Okay, sweet.
Am I able to ask the villagers if there's anyone that knows how to weave cloth particularly well?
There's several weavers. There's a couple of them that can sew some things.
Okay. Can I talk to them about making a cloak out of the third? The one that's semi...
Okay, they find it quite an interesting fabric. They say they've never seen anything like it. It's some sort of animal skin, is it? What sort of animal is it? Because that would dictate how we work with it.
It's not a general beast. It's serpentine. A hydra.
Serpentine. Well, they sort of look and say, "How did you come across some hydra skin?"
Well, me and the guys, we had some fun times in the swamp.
The swamp.
Yeah, we happened across one.
What swamp?
The swamp west over the mountains.
If you want the official name of it, it's the Iron Swamp.
The Irons.
Well, some of them look a bit blank. Some of them look a little bit blank because they have never heard of it, and others will sort of go, "What sort of fool walks into the Iron Swamp?"
Me and a couple of others.
Yeah,
We had to walk through it. We had to cut across.
You mean we took a detour?
He's making up his own story. That's cool.
No, we had to cut across.
I'm not even there, so.
We happened across the Hydra, and we got some Hydra skin. That's about it.
Right. Well, they probably could work with it, but they're a little bit dumbfounded that anyone would be stupid enough to go in there. It's a very tough skin.
Okay.
Well, so, what are you offering in recompense if we work on this?
They have general coin. I'm wanting to ask you, Steve, what coin they have in the area, what coin they use.
Well, you got to remember that bar is accepted pretty much universally.
Okay. I'm willing to pay. Just depends how much you think it'd be worth. Maybe we can come to some sort of agreement. I don't know. You help me with the cloak, I help you, you know.
Okay, they're willing to, if they can have the person that will take it on, if they can take a cutting of it for a belt, they're willing to work it into fashion into a reasonable cloak for 7 bar.
7 bar, okay. I need to look at the drop box.
1 bar is a gold.
Oh, I've got all the little things. I can't remember how much is a golden bar.
A gold. Well, you have a decibar, which is a copper piece.
No,
I got
Centibar.
yeah.
Wrong way around, Steve. Centibar is the copper. Decibar is the silver.
100. Yeah, decibar is a silver. Then a bar.
Okay. The currency is in the back to Vara PDF.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I'll have a look at that.
Okay. That's all cool, maybe.
Oh, I guess I would have had a chat to some of the villagers about their preparations for tomorrow.
Yep.
Make sure that they're got the right sacrifices in order.
Yes. Well, they're collecting for the bonfire. They're doing all the bits and pieces. The old lady keeps on saying that you won't get healed if you don't fly down. The young, small druid over there could do all that.
Oh, very well.
If I wasn't, yeah, I'm already doing. I would like to think I was already. Second nature by this stage, sort of thing.
What are you?
I say wait a second, and then I run outside and try and find someone from the party.
Right. You see Ongen walking around, talking to people, seeming to direct people doing things.
Ongen. Can I talk? Please, it's nothing about the thing. I just need. Do you have specific bar? Because I'm pretty sure they only accept like bar here, and I've got other stuff, but I'm just like.
What do you want it for?
I'm just wondering if you want. No. It's just like I want to trade gold for gold, but just different types of currency. It's just these ladies were gonna help me with some of the Hydra skin. That's all.
Can you talk to someone else? I'm kind of busy right now.
But okay,
I can't just turn around and
sure.
carry on preparing for everything.
Shit. Don't want to really spend my whole night looking for someone who can just exchange coin.
Well,
Do I know where the others are, Steve?
they've all gone. Well, apart from the other druid, Haim, you think, is in a woodshed behind the druid, and the others have all gone out looking for wood.
Okay. Is that they'll only accept the currency that they're known for, eh, Steve?
No. It's just that bar, the dwarven currency, is a universally accepted currency. You can still see if the other stuff will work.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was why I was trying to find people. Okay, I rush back in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the kind of, the
7 bar. 7 bar.
7 bar? I'm not sure. Like, I mean, this is Hydra skin we're talking about. I mean, a belt would be pretty good as well. You sure we can't talk about this?
How much do you think you would be?
Steve of the Robo voice.
Yeah, no. It's...
Great.
Oh, there we go. We heard you in there.
Great. I don't have a cord tonight. I'm just on battery, so I don't know what's going on. Because I figured out it's the cord when it connects and disconnects from the power source. I think that's what happened with it.
How about, how long do you think it's going to take?
Several days. Of course, we won't be working the next 2 days because it is celebration time.
Indeed. Okay. How about this? How's 5 sound to you?
Keep talking.
So I have 3.5 on me now. I got more, but I just want to make sure, I trust you and all, but I'd like to pay the full amount when I see the cloak. I mean, if
This is a fair deal. This is a fair deal. Yes, we'll accept 3.5 now, undertake the cloak with us having a piece for the belt, and you can pay the other 1.5 upon delivery.
Okie doke. That works with me.
Rightio.
Okay, so I have 3 Corin, which is the 3 gold. Oh, right. Do you... You might not be aware of this, but this gold equals, the regular gold.
It's a Corin piece.
Hmm.
We'll accept Corin. You happen to be on the right side of the mountain for them to do that. On the other side, they wouldn't have accepted it at all.
Okay. Corin? Is Corin all right with you?
Mm.
Okay, yeah, I got 3 Corin on me,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll give that. And I also have 4 Desi,
Right.
so that's 4 silver. Is 3 and 4 tenths okay? I don't have 3 and a half, and particularly what you might accept.
What is it you're offering?
I'll do. Be right back. Hang on. I'm gonna rush out again.
Certainly.
Need a. I rush into the woodshed with Heim.
Okay.
Where Heim is. God, this is gonna. Heim, you there? Heim.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Hi.
Oh,
Can
so
I borrow a silver? Please, it's really important.
Hold on, let me check what I've got. Where's my character sheet? What's the silver again? It's a deci or centi?
Desi.
Decibar.
Yeah, I'll borrow. I'll lend you a silver.
Thank
I
you.
actually have one of those.
Rush back out. Rush the lady. Give it the silver. There we
Yeah.
go. 3.5.
Mm-hmm. Rightio. So,
Sorted.
yep. So after the next 2 days, they'll start working on it. They you can come back perhaps the day at the end of the first day, if they'll be able to give you a better idea of when, because they've never worked with this sort of material before. So
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, I have never worked with material before now myself, so I understand.
All right. So you've got those other 2 bits.
Yep.
The other 2 pieces of leather that still need to be cured.
The 2 good stuff, yeah.
Yep, and you need a tanner for that, and then you're going to need someone to actually an armorer to cut it up and make it into armor.
Right. Okay. After that, I feel a bit exhausted, so I'm going to go have a bit of a snooze.
Okay. Rightio. Bodden, are you doing anything else? Tobias, are you doing anything else?
No.
No? So you, okay. And
Probably
Thorin?
want to.
Oh, yeah, go.
Sorry, I was going to say that you probably want to have a word to the guys about heading back the way we came. Since I've been designated to the bed.
All good. Okay, Thorin, you do manage to catch a hare.
Okay.
Quite a plump little fellow.
How long are we staying in the town?
Have I seen anything bigger out here, or just the rabbit?
The savanna animals are quite skittish, and before you can get anywhere near them, they sort of are already aware that you're there and they run off. So they, the hare, of course, hiding in warrens and holes and deep grass, perhaps was a little bit more clearless, or didn't see you as well. There's birds.
I'm about to say, if I can shoot down any birds with my bow, then I will. If not, I'll try and get like a decent. Ironic. Yeah, if it's fat enough to eat, like I say, I'll spend.
You do know the local superstition about a seahawk, don't you?
No.
If you shoot one down, you're setting yourself up for a lot of bad luck.
Oh, okay. Well, then I won't.
Okay.
I am somewhat superstitious.
Okay.
But like, if I could at least go back with a brace of rabbits or something like that, just
Yeah. No, I only got
stay
one.
catch a
Only got
few
one.
more. Well,
But then thinking about it, these people probably would have been gathering for a wee bit, heading towards the party, so they probably
I have picked it clean.
got a lot of stuff out of it already. Yeah.
Mm. Oh well.
But that's okay. You're adding to the provision, so you're a part of the celebration. You're doing your bit. That's all cool.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Well, come back to town. I'll, skin gut the little fella.
Yep.
String him up.
As I said, quite a big one, but that's all good. Okay. You can see several of your fellow team members have brought a whole lot of wood in. They're building up a really good bonfire in the middle of the township. Some people are already setting up some what look to be like tables and chairs, stringing some things along. The kids are helping. Some kids have already got bits and they're making decorations, and it's starting to look quite cool. What was I going to say? Sorry. Yeah, there's no guard or anything that you can see. They're just all and several people from outside. They, as you walk in, they say, "Oh, we'll see you tomorrow." Yeah, that's about it, really. No guard, no watch. Not now that you're in here, no. So, you guys regather, and what happens next? The meal that night.
Absolutely nothing. The sun rises.
So at the meal that night, I'm gonna have a chat to the party and see if anyone heard of any troubles in the area. Doesn't look like there's a watch around at all, so maybe might be worth having us set a watch.
Yes, that's probably a good plan.
So, Tobias, that is Scott's way of trying to get you to share with the group.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was talking to a man and he told me about a lady and her followers who attacked the village.
What sort of followers?
She said hairy followers.
Like gold hairy or like eight-legged hairy?
Not too sure.
Okay.
He said a lady.
You definitely said a watch.
He said a lady passed through 3 years ago, and he thinks she's a witch, and that these hairy followers have taken a liking to her and have attacked the village.
Okay. Interesting. Right. Well, so solstice tomorrow. Obviously, Ongan and myself are going to be required to do a few ceremonies and that sort of thing. But following on from there, you guys have any objections to going back to the Iron Swamp?
Yep.
No, it was a lovely place, sunny.
Okay, that's one person. We just need, what, 3 more for consensus?
I was being sarcastic, you fool.
We probably only have to get maybe 700 odd yards away from the carriage. Not right up to it this time or anything. Should be much easier. And then look, I'm just going to level with you guys. We can't leave that there. If we leave that there, we're just asking for a whole lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen
So
if we
how are
leave it
you
there?
going? How are you going to destroy it?
I'm going to rain lightning down on it from afar.
It's pretty good.
And if that doesn't work,
If that doesn't
It
work,
is-
then I don't
it
think
is an
I.
enchanted carriage.
Yep. I know.
I would
and that's why I'm
think it
hitting it
would
with
have
the strongest thing I have. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what else I could try. But I believe that if Ongan and myself both call down the heavens upon it, it should probably,
We might scratch it.
with Gaia's blessing, we should be able to remove it. That's my belief anyway.
Okay.
However, before going back there, we would need to make a trip down to the river to Axhead or Smorgan to find another droid to relay the information back. It's too risky for us to go in there without passing that information on first.
That makes them feel so much happier, doesn't it, guys?
Yep.
You should say
You'll
that.
just see me
Andy,
like
you should say that because that's not recorded on the game. That should be good. That should be heard.
Fine. Why not? I mean, come on. If you were talking about, using magic things to destroy a magic carriage, why not hit it with this super powerful sword?
I'll just turn
Any
to
of us
like
in the game
glance
actually know
over
that
and reflexively like sort of turning a bit pale.
Shall we just add that to the list of dumb ideas?
Perhaps we no, I don't think that would be a good idea.
Oh, okay, right. So, like I say, we'll add that to the list of dumb ideas. Right under, go back to the Iron Swamp.
Ongan
Yeah, I
pulls
feel
out
like
a
it was
piece of
you who
paper
led
out of
us
his
there
back
in the
pocket.
first place.
Shut up.
Yep, I'm good.
Ongan pulls a piece of paper out of his back pocket, starts writing.
I regret citing that damn thing.
Entered Iron Swamp first time. Contemplated going back. Puts a piece of paper away.
What would happen if we left it there?
Pulls a piece of paper back out again.
I can't tell
Leaves
you what
carriage
would
there.
happen if we left it there. I can tell you what could happen.
Well, what
And-
could happen?
Nothing good.
Best case scenario, nothing.
Best case,
Yeah,
Worst case scenario,
absolute best.
shit goes down.
Is it really our problem though? Like,
Thank you, Thodden.
Well, I'm an optimist, so best case scenario sounds good.
Son of a motherless goat. And here was me thinking that I was going to see Jara anytime soon.
I'll solemnly turn to whoever it was that said, "Is it really our problem?" and say,
That was
"If you
Thodden.
wish to continue your blessed life on Skagen, then yes, it is your problem."
I think someone else could deal with it, to be honest.
But Gaia has put us here.
Does it need to be
are
destroyed, or do we
else.
just hide it from view for people on the road?
Well, let's put it this way. I managed to spot it from how many miles off?
hiding it
with-
didn't work too well the first
Thing-
time round.
Things with better vision, that may not like us so much, with the slightly pointy of ears, given that their forest is that close, probably can see it better than I can.
So they'll
Okay,
find
gentlemen.
it, so why not let them deal with it?
Purely even leaving it in the magical swamp is only a recipe for disaster.
I'm gonna need a notebook for these ideas. The worst ideas we've had.
Go back to the Iron Swamp. Insult the dragon. Yeah, okay.
Tell the druid he's stupid. That's what stupid is.
No, tell the druid that it's a smart idea to go back.
Yeah, but that's blasphemous if you say he's an idiot.
So you
I
guys
never said
leave
it was a
that.
smart idea. It's purely a necessary one.
A
There you go.
necessity, right.
So the night sort of finishes with everyone sort of either confused, upset, pissed off, or really not knowing what to do next.
No, he has to paint me a picture of what could happen.
He's only got to say one word. Gommel fell.
Have you heard of a town called Gommel?
No.
Exactly.
Hang on. Has anyone seen Scanners? No. Where is...
Would doing this be a favor for the druids?
Most certainly.
So at a later date I could claim a favor from the druids.
You would be in a much better position to ask a favor of the druids.
That's probably a better way to put it.
I would be risking my life for this. It's a pretty heavy favor.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I am but an agent of Gaia. I cannot guarantee you your heart's desires for helping me. I can, however, say that you will be looked upon very favorably by the druids if you were to help.
I follow Helt. If he goes back, I go back.
Okie dokie.
Of course, there's also the chance of finding more shiny magical items in the...
Ooh, I'm in.
Suddenly, everyone has a change of heart.
I'm out. I don't want anyone attacking me again.
That's what it's called.
Okay, so you guys
There
head
you
off
go.
from that. Help, I believe you talked something about setting up a watch.
Yep, I'm going to suggest that it would be a good idea, especially given we've heard stories of these... Spider Queen, I mean...
Spider Queen.
Witch lady...
Here you go, Megan. This is roughly what one of the sort of streets inside Gommel would look like right this minute.
Oh, and that's a fairly mild place.
Yeah,
The streets,
that's on the outside of it. Yeah,
the streets of Gommel are lined with the skulls and
skulls of the
bones of
fallen.
its previous
great
inhabitants.
Cool. So that's what that thing will become. So what you say?
Probably.
Well,
You could-
the swamp's full of dead bodies already, so they might get back up.
And that would
Hey,
be bad.
Hey, help! You're not helping. We're already regretting this decision.
Oh, a decision, you say?
Silence,
Then
Druid.
you've agreed to come.
Yeah, silence, Druid, or you may regret that.
Right. So on the side there, you can see right at the bottom, I've sort of put a marching order, and I don't know why, but the watch has disappeared. I had a table there with the watch.
So it was
Right.
me and Ongen in first watch.
Yeah.
Haim was on the second.
Haim was on the second with Tatwald and Megan, and then the other three were on the first watch.
Which Harith won't be, not Harith, sorry, Helt won't be able to because he's confined to a bed.
Oh, because of his wretched ankle.
Yeah.
Tell him to man up.
I take it we've all healed up to full by now.
Full hit points, but
we're
if
all
you,
at full, but if we're injured, e.g. the two of us that are limping around like retards.
Wait, so how long have we been here? Or is this full
just
health?
today, but it's taken about
taken us
10,
9 days
points.
to get here.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! Back to full health. Didn't even need healing.
Right.
Like
Okay. So the night shifts. Thorin and sorry, who was it in the first one? Thorin and
Ongan.
Ongan. Can both you give me a d6 roll, please? Okay. Ongan,
Yes.
you don't see anything, but you get this impression that, like, because you're sort of moving around the stockade, going up the steps, standing and trying to climb up over the platform where you can see over the stockade, which is kind of hard for a halfling. But the one to the sort of, because you've got the north, the east, and all those ones, but then you've got the ones in between them. So the northwest one, you go there and you sort of get the feeling, not all is right, but you can't put it down to anything. You just get an odd feeling. Thorin doesn't seem to feel it, and she's a warrior. Her instincts would probably be, unless it's a spiritual thing, who knows? But it just doesn't quite. It's almost. It's just on that edge of your perception. You can't quite put a finger on it, what it is, or anything.
Thorin.
Hmm?
There's something not quite right. Something feels. There's just something. Yeah. And I'd also like to cast Detect Magic in that general direction.
What's your range?
It is.
Well, the moment he said something about not quite right,
Mhm.
was about the point where I've got my sword and my shield up.
1 foot path by 4 feet long, so 1 by 4. It's 40 yards outside.
40 yards outside.
40 yards. Yep, by 10 yards wide at the end. Okay, you go. You sort of do on the platform that you're in. You do your sort of roughly. I don't know. You probably get about a 50 to 60 degree arc on the platform. You're just searching slowly, and then you go back, searching slowly until the. How long does the spell last for?
Out of combat, I'm not entirely sure.
Like 10 minutes or something stupid.
This is 12 rounds as the duration.
A minute and a bit.
Minute and a bit. So after 12, after your duration, the spell finishes. You haven't detected anything out that way. But that feeling sort of left you.
Must have been nothing.
No.
The feeling's gone.
Given that I've got nothing better to do for the rest of the night anyway, I'll stay up for about another, half to 2/3 of what the next shift is, and keep my eye out in the same location.
Okay, rightio. So the next ones to come in are
Thodden? No, Thodden's on the
Haim and Tatwold. Okay, so Haim, Tatwold, and Thorin, can you please give me a d6 roll?
Oh.
Oh, okay. So again, you whether it was Ongun suggesting it to you, or whether Haim it was Thorin telling you about this thing.
No, I'm making sure I don't tell them about it.
Okay. Well,
that way, if they get the same sort of feeling, we know it's.
Yeah. No. Partway through his watch, Haim sort of you get this odd feeling. It's like there's something out there, but this is the easiest way I can tell you. You got no distance. You don't know what. Probably it could easily be in your imagination, but you sort of, there's sometimes get that little instinct. There's something out there. There's something out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a similar feeling, Thorin.
Okay.
But not from the northwest. From the north.
Does my
Okay.
whisper leyline power tell me when there's someone within range that I can whisper with, or how does that thing work?
Charming.
No, you normally have to know that there is someone there first. You don't detect them.
Okay.
It's something that you set up.
Scary monsters, guys. Just calm down. Like,
Well, at that point, I'm gonna go find some solid ground, and mud crawls up me,
Okay,
and I continue to watch.
rightio.
I'm going to.
As you keep on going, you do like 2 or 3 circles of the perimeter, so to speak, on the inside of the stockade, and like you climb up the step and then down off the platform, that sort of stuff. Every time for the first 2 or 3 that you go past the northern platform, you get that odd something's out there sort of feeling.
I'm gonna try and just like hide behind the stockade in that area.
Yeah.
After sort of wandering off along it, making it look like I'm somewhere else.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stare too much at it.
Okay. And after that, it's sort of
myself between that place and where health is shacked up.
Okay. You still carry on doing your circuit route though?
Well, if we're doing circuits, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I just want to know that's all what you're doing. So okay. So yeah, as I said, after about the second or third pass, the sort of feeling is not there, and the rest of your watch seems to go fine. Yeah. So in the very early hours of the morning, Ongan and Fodden take over.
When I do take over, I will inform Thodden of the location.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do need to get some sleep.
Yep. So, Ongan, you need to do your prayer and all that sort of stuff for your spells. So you'll be having to do a bit of that before you can actually go and watch. So, Fodden, you're out there by yourself.
Brilliant.
Marching around. Give me a d6 roll, please.
I actually went to grab my dice. Oh, so. Sweet.
Okay. You sort of pay particular attention in the north sort of section, but for you get this feeling, this eerie feeling that is something watching you, but it's from the northeast.
Okay.
I think you're on the first. Oh, you went on the watch, Megan. Okay, well you can be on this watch.
Yeah, I was
Nope.
I was on the first
Sleeping
watch, so I was a bit kind of-
through the night.
I thought he was. Yeah, no, I thought you were on the first watch, but. Okay, so Fodden, Ongan, by the time you come out with your list of spells ready, so how are your spells different, Ongan, for today? Because you do have the ceremonies, so you'll need some official ceremony spells. You'll need the equivalent of a bless sort of thing. An officiate. Basically, we'll call the spell an officiate, which officiates over any ceremonies. So you'll need at least one of those for the day. So one of the spells you're taking.
Such as, for example.
Any other spells you want to take out of your spell list? But you'll need to keep an officiate, which is a first level spell. That's what I'm saying.
I just have to have any particular first level spell? Or does it not matter?
No, you just choose. You've got one slot less, that's all. You just choose the rest.
Ah, okay.
And just type it in so I know what you're doing, what you're having.
Just drop off one of my fairy fires for one of those, Steve.
Oh, cool. Okay. What armor does Home wear?
Studded leather.
Cool.
Does that give me any negatives, or
no? You can sleep in studded leather. It's not the best, but you've had enough sleep to not let it deal with you. Excuse me.
I'll just drop one of the purified waters for that.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
And otherwise, everything's the same.
All good. Okay. Fodden. Ongan, can you give me a D6, please? Okay. I don't know if you say anything to him, Fodden.
Yeah, I'll tell him that I noticed something weird.
Okay. He sort of lingers a little bit in the area that you're indicating. Doesn't seem to feel anything. Has a sort of a look, and then just moves on, and tries, several other times. Nothing's happening, Ongan, as far as you can tell. Fun, you sort of move around 3 or 4 times. You get the same sort of impression, perception, whatever it is, and then the next one you go around, it's not there. Then around about an hour later, you can start to see the sun not coming up, but the light from the sun coming up. You can start hearing the villagers behind you starting to get up and move. Some of them. You can see. You can see some of the farmers outside, sort of from your position. You can see they're getting ready. There's already smoke coming out of several chimneys by the time the actual sun just starts to breach the horizon. Yeah. So everyone, just before that happens, Ongan, they just before the sun breaches the horizon, you're there to do the first blessing of because you do one now, and you do one of the midnight of the last day. So you're obviously there to do the opening. So you cast your spell, bless the solstice, say your bits. Is there anything you want to say?
Just keep it simple and.
Some good advice for the villagers. Just keep it simple.
Okay. And with that, after you do your prayers and your officiate spell, the doors of the stockade open, people start coming in, bringing in all sorts of things, and they start laying out the morning breakfast, which will be had in about a half an hour's time. And at this time, I drew it in the bed and knock on the door. The old lady asked if she can come in.
Certainly, enter.
She comes in and she says she's taken the liberty of cleaning your clothes. Yours are still drying, but she's got some of her old husband's clothes that will do, if you don't mind. She hasn't touched your vestments, just your travelling clothes. And do you want one of your friends to come in to help you get dressed? And they're starting the breakfast shortly. The other druid has done the officiate of the morning.
That sounds great. I'm capable of dressing myself, though, thank you. But if you send my friend in the woodshed in, he'll help assist me to the breakfast.
Who just dropped out?
Josh.
Okay. What was it doing? Okay, so Haim, you're called out to. I mean, you're already probably awake anyway, but you're called out to attend to your friend. And the old lady tuts and says, "Look at all that dirt you've got on you." She tries to start brushing it off, and of course it starts to replenish itself. She says, "What's going on here?"
What? She brushes it off and what?
Brushes the dirt off you, but it keeps on reforming.
Oh, no. When I went back to bed, I dropped the dirt.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, she brushes some of the dirt off you that is lying around, and she lets you in the house to your friends.
I don't bring mud in the house.
Right.
I'll never be allowed in again if I do.
Okay, the rest of you are waking up. The families that you're sleeping in their porches or wherever you're sleeping, apart from Thorin, who's not about at the moment, wake you up for the breakfast. You sort of rise, you wash your face, you sort of straighten your crumpled clothes out, whatever you've been sleeping in, or if you're going to change into something, I don't know, it's up to you. If you have a spare set of clothes. and you join the families. They bring a whole lot of food out onto the tables that are in the center of town. These tables are groaning with food, groaning. And for those gentlemen who are aware, now they're bringing out the barrels.
I shall do my best to stop the tables from groaning.
Right. You use the Ongan. You're asked to do the blessing of the food and all that sort of stuff. The chief of the township, before you do that, welcomes the two druids and their faithful followers, and speaks of the various year that's gone and various people, the people that have died unfortunately. The people that have been born, or he does that whole thing, and sort of finishes with, Gaia has blessed this town, has brought deliverance to us in the form of our guests, who will no doubt defend us should anything unwarranted happen. He doesn't sort of go into it any deeper than that. And then he outlines the activities of the day, which is a whole lot of feasting, a whole lot of games. It seems everyone knows their time when they'll be actually being the help as opposed to being and doing things. You choose wherever you want to sit down to eat.
Yeah, Mannheim. If you're not eating here, I'm not eating here.
Okay, because like nobody talked to me and stuff, so I was wondering, like townfolk, I was wondering if I was like allowed at their table.
Well, you're assisting me to walk, so you would have had a place of honor near me at the table in case I need to get up to go to the toilet.
No, Megan, the people's porch that you sleep on, they would wake you up. The kids would have said, hurry up, come on, hurry up. It's sort of like Christmas to them.
It's like friggin' Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, it's their Christmas.
Right, as soon as I get back into town.
Yes.
Those kegs. Yep.
Okay, you guys, you see Thorin walking up from where she was in the tent, but this isn't Thorin in armor and carrying a weapon. This is Thorin in a very nice ladies. It's sort of masculine, but ladies sort of attire, you know?
That's a lot of cloth.
Yeah, that looks really weird, I gotta say.
No. She still has breeches on, but they're fine breeches, and they've got lace on them, and she's wearing a nice top, and it's all very nicely tailored, and her hair's up in a bun somehow, and she looks completely different.
Who are you, and what did you do with Thorin?
Yeah.
It's this uploading thing. I'd show you the picture, but
are you trying to sort of suggest that Thorin can't be a lady?
No, it's just that.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
Remember, on this day, we are all friends. Someone says at the table.
Well, yeah, we are all friends. It's a joke.
And that's right. So, like I say, wherever those kegs are, I'm filling up sort of a hand, well, like what is essentially as many mugs as I can get into my hands for everyone at the table.
Mm-hmm. Now, if this looks like it's going to load up, so this is perhaps what she looks like, except of course without the sword. Hang on, there we go.
You should still be fairly able to beat people up anyway. So, where the hell is it?
Okay, so that's what she looks like, guys.
Oh wow!
I'm not seeing
the one from Viking.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just go back down to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lagatha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just get out of the way. Okay, guys, so you are eating, and it's a great feast. Yes.
For spells, I'm taking 2 of Dancing Lights and 1 of Sleep.
Okay. Cool. Don't you have another one?
No, I need 3 first. 1 Levitate as well, which is
1
the only
Levitate.
second.
Okay, great. Radio. So the day goes by. The kids the kids do their dance around their dance pole thing that they're supposed to do while you're eating. Some of the kids, the smaller ones, are eating. Then the older kids come over and eat, and then the kids gather and they give them presents, and You know, which one of the druids is supposed to be there to bless all the kids. So how you want to do that? The other druid needs to be with the elders, talking with them about their, you know, next crop, and talk to them about best farm practice and all that sort of stuff, because that's part of what you do.
Well, I think
everyone else just gets to eat and drink and play.
Yeah, basically, like I say, Thorin will essentially slide, you know, an ale to each of the warriors of the group. So that will include our thief, Tatwold, because he's basically a warrior. And challenge them to raise a toast, and then challenge them to a skull.
Oh shit!
I'll bless the kids, Ongan. That way I can just sit here and they can come to me.
Yep.
And I'll perform the blessing.
You're right.
If it looks like Megan may actually beat me, I will punch him in the gut.
Oh, I'm in on this.
I move down to where all the elders are and start talking with them about the fallen
Okay,
year.
so they have, you know, the ordinary reasonable things there. They talk of the health of the forest up the mountain, the plains, and all that sort of stuff, and you get a good idea of how healthy the place is, which seems to be that they are managing within the realms of the practice of the druids. You know, and they have sensible questions and that sort of stuff, and from your ability to answer that, because I mean, you know, that's part of your druidship, is to be a protector of the land. You sort of give them how they can do what they need to do with the least impact, and what they can do to replenish, rejuvenate, all that sort of stuff. So they take all that. Well, that happens. That's life. But that's sort of, you know, that's sort of what takes up most of your early part of the morning. How you've got kids all over you, and home you've got kids all over, more over you. They're quite enamored with you. They're quite not sure what to make of you, but they think you're wonderful.
You seem to be making a lot of new friends there, hey?
Hey, nice. Kids know what it's like. Kids like Haim. It's cool.
Shall Haim show you sword? One of the freaks out. No. Okay, so you move into the mid part of the day, and it's just a really
what sort of games are they holding?
Well, there's all sorts of games. There's sort of their mock jousting game where you get on a end of a pole, which has sort of got a stirrups mounted on it. You just sit across the pole, and you take a big, huge pillow. You swing past each other and try to knock each other off the pole.
Okay.
So it's just like in a semicircle, and you just pass. And that goes on for about an hour because they're looking for the champion. So anyone want to get involved in that game?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Might as well.
Yep. So money involved. Gambling.
Actually, you guys might put gambling on it, but okay, so everyone who is just needs to roll a d20. I'm going to roll for 4 of the villagers. 15.
Ooh, Tatwold. Nicely done.
Tatwold, you're in the lead at the moment. Villager on a 15. No. Anyone else? That's it? No one else? Oh.
Let's go.
And okay, so we have Tatwold, one of the villagers, and 2 of the other villagers, with Thorin coming close, but he just manages to miss. So Tatwold, you are the winner.
Indeed.
You get a kiss from one of the finest maidens, a small crown made out of flowers, and the girls come canoodling over to you because they think you're quite the knightly gentleman.
And they can all back the fuck off.
The bookies rejoice. No one bet on that one.
What are you doing with that?
The look on my face is roughly one of mine for the day, bitches.
I'm not complaining.
Right. So he got girls all over him.
I'm just hanging out and seeing
You're
what
a
happens.
midget compared to me, aren't you? You guys are all fucking small.
Yep.
Hey, at least I have a reason to be.
Well, how tall are you?
6'2".
I'm 6 foot, so I'm not.
I thought it was-
I'm not a
You're not
midget,
that
thank
much.
you.
Yeah,
Okay, so
not that
the
much
games
smaller.
go on to some throwing very ripe squash. Very, very ripe squash.
Oh,
Anyone
right.
interested in going into that game?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Why
What are we
Yeah.
going for? Distance or hitting a target?
Sure.
You're going to you get a partner, so you're all partnered up with someone from the village,
Oh.
and we just roll to see who's now. In this one, it's the lowest wins. So you guys all get to roll, and the lowest one wins. Whoever's going to go into it.
Oh,
Oh, gee.
Okay, Thorin. Yeah. Okay. I'm going there. No.
Looks like
That
that was
one.
mine.
And if you want any kind of stat to modify it, I do have a 16 dex.
No, that's okay. Okay, so Thorin, you get presented with a very lovely squash that will be cooked to how you wish it to be eaten by the farmer's wife who provided it, and you get patted on the back by all the gentlemen from the village and shake hands and all that sort of stuff.
Fun
No
game.
young boys though around you.
I don't care. I got Tatwald for the day.
There's lots of girls hanging off him.
Yeah, they
That
can
make that
try.
ladder. Yeah.
Ooh, cat fight. This should be good.
In the afternoon, you know there's going to be a bit of an archery competition.
Right.
Oh, I'd be interested.
Yeah.
So there are, just let me,
Will
5
there be people near
archers
the
from
targets?
village. It will be targets.
Oh, not
No.
not a
Will
moving.
there be anyone near the targets?
I was about to say not a moving target.
So you've got a pretty good chance of actually doing well, Help. Unless you start firing backwards into the crowd. So there has been a small purse put up for this.
Oh.
Okay, so the small purse is a small purse of 3 Corin pieces, 5
provided by
and
the
a
lovely tailors
small,
of the city.
unusually coloured belt.
Yeah. Let's say. That's fine. You could win back what you owe.
Would it be acceptable for me to enter as a druid?
it's all fun and games, isn't it?
It's all
That's
fun
why
and
we're
game.
here.
Yeah, if you win,
The
you
thing is,
win.
it's
It's
a
about the
competition.
skill.
It's
It's about skill, not about anything else.
Okay.
There's no cheating.
No.
He says as like they're marking it, you can see them add an extra arrow in and call it helps. Yeah, I see how that goes down.
And they pull
I
his out
thought
from
you-
the ground and put it right in the middle. Yes.
Yeah, I thought you said that this wasn't a moving target contest. What do you mean moving target? They better start running.
So I'll just, before you guys start, I'll just roll it to hit for the other people. So you're looking to hit an armor class 5. There is no range adjustments. And no, I just need to look at their people. Just give me a second. What they need that. Okay, so out of their 5 people, and it's the best of 3 rounds. So the best person at the end of the 3rd round is the one that gets the prize. So the first
Are they,
3,
are they providing
Miss.
bows for this? Or?
1 hit, 2 hits beautifully, 3 hit. That's them. Okay. Sorry, what was your question?
Do they provide bows for the event, or?
No, you have your own.
You're more than welcome to provide. Use mine if you need it.
What about a crossbow?
No, it's a standard bow.
Well, I'm out. No bows.
I'd like to attempt it because
Yeah, same here.
Don't
You're only at a
forget-
-2.
Yeah, you got a minus penalties if you use a weapon that you're not proficient with.
Fun
you
and
gotta check on-
games.
Okay, until someone gets
You can
hurt.
still roll 20s.
I'm guessing it would be frowned upon to use performance-enhancing spells.
Yes.
Competition such as this.
Yes, that would be frowned upon. Yes. So if you are a druid, you get a -4. If you're a thief, you get a -3. If not, you using a bow. If you're not proficient in a bow.
Okay.
Plus, if you got a dexterity bonus from your dexterity, you're fine. Okay, so Thorin is out. Yep,
No,
so
that's a
we've
hit.
got- Oh, sorry, you're high level. I beg your pardon. You're in. Yep. So there's 3 villagers and Thorin so far. Who's
So
next?
whose bow am I borrowing again?
Mine.
It's just
It's a short bow.
direct attack roll with our bow.
Okay. So
Let me see what my modifiers are.
So is 18 a plus 3?
18 is a plus 3.
3.
Sweet, I'm back up to regular.
Okay,
So
Ongen.
that's just
Yep,
went wide.
You're out. All the
Oh,
people
geez.
pat you on the back. You're out. Pretty bad there.
How much to hit do you get from 16 decks?
Plus
Plus
2.
1.
Isn't it?
Oh, is it an elimination?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I think it's a plus 1 to hit on a 16, plus 2 on a 17, plus 3 on an 18.
Sorry, you are correct. I would have still hit though. Can't remember where my plus 2 comes from.
Oh yeah.
shit.
Okay, so Haim, you managed to split the guy that got the bullseye.
You Robin Hood that shit.
Okay,
You got
and
this,
if that's
Haim.
everyone. So, oh no. So, okay, Thodden, no, you went wide as well. Okay, so the next round is the first two lower guys. They set it at, it's now you're looking for an armor class 4, which is one lower. So I'll do the first two lower guys. Miss, hit, and the guy who hit the 20, he'll get a slight bonus. Not enough. Okay, that's them done for the last round. I've got one villager. You guys need to go and roll your numbers now. So I need an armor class 4.
I
Okay.
want to cheer on Haim. Come on, Haim.
No.
God.
It could be out over only one after
I
only one
missed
round.
by 1.
Does that hit an armor class 4?
No, it hits an armor class 5 for him.
Is there nothing you can scrape up, Haim?
How do you mean?
I don't know. Is there anything you've got?
I think it's just decks. I don't know if the bow's got any to hit bonuses or anything. Or
No. Okay, so you dismiss. So the third round is to that guy.
Some very happy villager.
Yep. And although he gets spend 3 hours, he doesn't actually hit the third target, but he still gets the pouch.
Still
And
gets the first.
Thanks the township puts the belt on. Very nice too. Little purse goes attached to his belt.
Is it looking suspiciously familiar? Or is it just
The belt's made out of Hydra.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So the person things would have been put up by the tailors of the town.
Mm. Okay, that brings you into the evening meals. More singing, more dancing.
Yep. I say I'll probably drag off Tatwald's arm for a dance or two, considering I think he's the most
Lucky
charismatic member of the
Tatwald.
group.
Steve, once it gets dark and they light the bonfires, I'll approach the mayor and ask him if he disagrees with me putting on a small magic show.
Actually,
He'd be more than happy.
I might be the most charismatic with an 18 charisma, but
Yeah, you would be, but you're
my
also a
ankle's
druid.
busted.
You're also a druid.
Yeah, that
and
too.
I'm the only other one with an 18, and I'm a druid, and I'm also a halfling, so...
So you're a small child. That ain't happening.
Okay.
How long? 2 rounds,
Chris.
Steve?
Sorry?
How long is 2 rounds?
2 rounds is 2 combat rounds.
12 seconds approximately.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not very long. 4, 6. So 6 rounds. I can have 2 humanoid shapes made out of flames dance for 6 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you do that to the best effect? The bonfire gets lit.
Yep, and it will be on top of the bonfire, just above the reaching flames.
They're like pole dancers, only make a fire.
On fire!
Okay, so
And I'll
You
just
get-
sit down out.
okay, so a lot of the little kids sort of go ooh squeal get a little bit upset until the parents calm them down. Most of the adults have no major issue, and any of the teenagers do a real big meh, but then that's a teenager for you, isn't it? Eventually the kids like it, but they're a little bit worried at the start. Rightio. So the night drifts on, people start to separate. Stockades, the people outside the stockade are invited to, as part of the holiday, to stay with people inside the stockade, which they do because they've set it up that way anyway. But yeah, so the town's a little bit more people in it. Some of them disappear for a short while just to check on their farms and stock, but they eventually come back in. Stockade's closed. What are you doing now, guys? It's very quiet. There's the fire pile is going down. There's two guys there standing there watching it, just making sure it doesn't travel anywhere else. They'll be there until it actually dies right down. They don't put any water on it because that's not part of the ceremony. They've got to let it die down, and then they've got to start stacking up the new one for the tomorrow, which is going to be bigger.
I party until the start of my watch, and then I do some laps around the stockade.
Okay, so first watch is Megan and Thorin. Can you both give me a... Oh, no, Megan and... Who is it? Who's the first
Ongen. Ongen, usually.
Ongen and Thorin.
I'll actually retire quite early, Steve.
Yep.
And go get more rest for my ankle once everyone is starting to drift off.
Yep.
Sounded like Thorin wasn't planning on doing a watch though, then.
As I get up from...
Sorry, me.
Okay,
don't worry,
she's feeling your ankle quite well. It's a lot more freer. Both Thorin and Helt.
Cool.
Sorry, Thorin?
I said, don't worry, Tatwell will just be late.
So, can I get a D6 from Thorin and Ongen, please?
Is Thorin actually going to do the watch?
Yeah. I said, it's the early watch. Jeez, I've got all night.
Ongen, you get that same feeling, but it's sort of off to the east. To the west, northwest.
So it's constantly moving.
Around and around and around.
Ah, yes, Steve. Where's that dude with the bell at this time?
Yeah, no, I'm waiting. Yeah.
I just mentioned to Thorin that the same feeling's back again.
Well, I'll make sure that I keep my sort of focus more on that location.
You don't seem to see anything.
Can I tell that it's been moving, or can I just feel it from one direction?
You can't tell it's moving. It's just that general feeling. It's like something is there watching you, but you can't see anything with your infravision. It's not that close. You can't see anything when you squint and look out further. It's just that those couple of those buildings in the sea of sort of grass sort of thing, and the
just
various
Gaia
crops.
being creepy again.
I just offer a quick prayer to Gaia and just continue with my...
Yep. Okay, guys. What you doing? Change shift?
So, like I say, once my shift is over, who's on that second shift?
Tatwold. I can't remember. Tatwold, Freth, and I think that's where Megan's supposed to fit in.
And no, somebody else is supposed
Haim is on the
Haim.
midnight shift.
Haim's on the midnight shift because he's got the low light. And then obviously the other ones are on the morning shift. Like what I've got is essentially it's supposed to be that no spellcaster has to wake up in the middle of the night.
Except for Ongen, because he's a druid spellcaster.
Yeah, but he starts the night and then he gets to sleep for the for the rest. And then the other spellcasters are either
yeah.
on the
Yeah. Well, Kareth is in the middle.
Oh, right.
Yeah, can't do much about that. Okay, Haim,
And-
this time around you don't feel anything odd. You just do your circles. Nothing else happens. Kareth and whoever else is with you, Catwold, if you can give me a D6 roll each, please.
D6.
Catwold,
Yo.
you get a distinct feeling that something is out there from the north. There's something
shit.
out there from the north watching you.
The
You
north.
can't see a thing. There's like, you do that sort of look and just really try to focus. You might tell the others as you pass by, but for a good 4 or 5 circles around the township, you feel that presence, and then sort of it's on the 6th or 7th term, it just goes.
Shit, those guys yesterday weren't kidding.
Mm.
There is something there.
But nothing else seems to happen that night, guys. By this time, the fire pit has gone down enough for the guys to retire, so they'll wish you good night. And the 3 of you are left there during the night, just walking around until it comes turn for Ongun, Thodden, and Megan to get up.
As my watch ends, I'll turn to Tatwell and say, sleep well.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, it's been a good night.
That's about the point where Tatwell will turn, and Thorin is like, no, he won't.
Oh yeah. Also, Haim. Keep an eye on the north. Oh, it was Haim that I'm talking to,
No.
right?
Yeah,
No.
but you would have told
No,
him
but
that before he
Haim
was
is,
on your shift.
Haim is retiring. It's Megan,
Megan,
and Thodden.
Ongun, and Thodden.
Right.
No, not Ongun. Ongun's on first watch.
I
He
do
was.
first watch.
Guys, just
So
keep
it
an eye
will
on the
be-
north.
It will be the mage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the north. I don't know. Seems weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go have a night. Bye.
Radio. Okay.
A bunch of people
Last 3
reporting
people.
now in different locations. Does it look like it's circling?
Well, you guys can
Been
compare
going,
notes.
Started, what was it, east and then southeast and south and west
It
and now
was
north?
northwest, north, northeast. This night it was discovered northwest, north, and the 3rd watch. Can I get a 1d6 roll from each of you, please? Who's the other one? Megan.
Damn it, Megan was hoping to have another sleep.
Nah.
No, we did remember to kick him awake this time.
Should have kept him asleep.
Probably would have seen more.
No, you're all fine, guys. You don't see or feel anything. You just go around, do your shift. Morning's coming up. You sort of turn around and see people gather and do the morning greeting of the sun and do their song, and then you can start seeing the whole thing seems to be all starting over again with more tables being laden with food and people getting up. And although today Torrin isn't as together as she was yesterday. It's like she's sort of, I don't
Can't
know.
be bothered doing my hair after that.
Right.
Plus, he looks worse.
Don't
Yeah.
know.
What's
Okay.
Tatwell's constitution?
Not as good as hers.
So,
It's more
everyone
the
was
size
sort
of
of,
strength that's the matter here.
it's all about technique. It's all
I was
about
about to say, yeah, it's one of them games of grappling, whereby I pin him to the ground and ride him like a pony.
You don't need to get into explicit. Sorry. let's just say we both had a good night, and that's around about it. You know.
Oh God. Okay, but he doesn't. When are you gonna call me?
Kind of giggling at
He sounds like he
Paul's
didn't
misfortune.
enjoy it at all.
Okay, the day starts much like yesterday. Food, much merriment. No gifts this time, but the druids. One of you will be in charge of the telling of one great story of some time later in the afternoon, evening, and the other one at roughly at midnight needs to do the final officiate spell to bring in the new year and its all of its positivity and glory and whatever and whatnot. So the day goes through well. Is anyone changing what they did yesterday?
Not particularly. I'm going to enjoy myself to the,
So
Yeah,
you're partaking of the food and libations?
I am drinking a hard tonight.
You're what, sorry?
I am drinking like till I'm drunk, you know.
Oh, good.
Till he's comatose.
Maybe not that far.
I have that effect on men. Yeah.
All good.
All that
Okay.
eating and sitting around, Haim's going to do in early afternoon or something, a bit of a workout to burn some calories.
Okay.
It's like over energy from all the food.
Right. Anybody else doing anything else?
If I can escape from the festivities long enough, I may go for a short stroll out towards that sort of north area. If anyone else from the party is wanting to just join me,
Oh,
and
yes,
I will,
please.
I'll come
Yes.
for a walk.
Take a-
I will come as well.
I shall.
Perhaps you could journey out while I tell a story to the crowd.
Okay, so an impromptu
I'll
story,
say,
not
what's
the other one.
the story about? Anything druidic? Because I am really keen to get out of that.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about the classic story of
gone.
how Gaia created Skagen. It always goes down a treat.
I'm gone.
I'm taking several jugs of beer with me, and I'm following.
Uh-huh.
You might want to at least bring a weapon.
I'm heading out there as well. Reciting the story just for Thorin's benefit.
Oh, so kind of you.
I know.
So that's Thorin, Tatwald, Haim, and Ongen going out.
And
Oh, and Thorin. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Okay, guys.
Hey, Tatwald,
Megan goes out.
you're bringing that booze with you? Can I
Yeah.
have some of that?
Well, you want some?
If only I can shut out the halfling.
Yeah, here, and I pass one. I also grab my dagger. Well, just one.
Right.
I only need one dagger. I'm only going for a stroll. Like,
Right. I take my strolling dagger. Okay. Radio, you guys head out for quite a distance.
That is a
Thorin.
rat.
Yeah, Thorin,
Well,
I need you to give me a percentage roll, please.
Hang on, sorry guys, I've just got to go deal with a rat that my cat has got trapped on top of one of our windowsills.
Awesome. Good kitty cat.
Hilarious.
Good hunter.
Yeah,
Okay,
better
Thorin,
than my
All
cat.
she's sitting there doing is mewling, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you looking at, cat?" And then I'm like, "That's big, hairy, and has a long tail."
Rat or dire rat?
No, not large enough to be a dire rat. That would be the size of the cat. Alright,
Okay,
we'll just
okay.
bastard sword. That'll do. Go stab it.
Okay. Let me have a look. Alrighty. Okay. Give me a percentage roll there, Ranger.
what am I wrong?
Percentage 1d100. So if you go to the dice roller,
I have 1d100.
click that. Yep.
Tis
Click
the
the
dice with the 100 sides.
Okay, Radio, you get out to around about half a mile, somewhere about a third of a mile out. You sort of go out a fair way, and you come across some interesting looking tracks. Give me a 46, please.
Josh, I might drink some of that red label.
No, don't give me 46. You sort of have an idea straight away what this is. you're seeing two sets of tracks, and you're thinking that you can actually track it back a little bit further and a little bit around, and it sort of heads from where you are in a sort of a curve towards the west and a sort of a curve towards the east as well. That's pretty obvious to you. And you believe that these are tracks of something that would be probably considered gnolls.
Great.
Well, what's a gnoll?
No.
Are they common creatures here?
Well, Tobias, sorry, Thoden would be able to describe. They're a feral race. They stand about 7 to 8 feet tall. They have sort of dog-like heads. They love the taste of sentient meat, and they're extremely cruel and vicious.
Nice.
And don't get too close; you might catch fleas.
The giant legged dogs.
Well, they're bipedal. They're humanoids. They're one of those things that you got giant class against, so you get an extra 4 hit points of damage when you hit one of them.
So
Gotta
I
say-
share information with the group.
Red label on V is not bad.
Wonderful.
Ugh.
And with that, gentlemen, I'm going to stop the broadcast.